What's going on, guys? I'm back for another video. This time it's not going to be a workout video. It's going to be talking about mistakes I made when I was working out over my years. So far I've been working out for 3 years. I've made a lot of mistakes, and I've actually been able to avoid a lot of mistakes. Thankful to my one friend, Nick. Nick's helped me, guide me through the whole process, making sure I do stuff right and stopping me from doing stuff wrong. So I'm thankful I've had him help me out with working out. He's been helping me since like a year in or something, and completely changed all my workouts. But I just want to go in and explain some of the stuff I was messing up on that a lot of people mess up on, and I feel it'll help you guys out a lot. So first things first, counting macros. Counting your food, tracking your food, it's very important. You guys probably all know that, but a lot of people don't. Use MyFitnessPal. Weigh your food and find out exactly how much you're eating. That will help you put on size, because before I started using that app, I thought I was eating 3,500 calories a day. I was eating like 2,200 to 2,500 a day, which is way less than I thought, and that's why I wasn't putting on size. So it's important to track your macros, weigh your food. There's a scale, you can get scales anywhere, just Amazon, anything. Learn to weigh your food so you know exactly how much you're eating, and I promise you, you will realize you'll start to put on size now that you're eating the right amount of food. Also, when you're tracking your macros, don't overeat. Calculate your BMI, and it'll tell you exactly how much you're supposed to be eating, and go from there and adjust it. So whatever, mine was 3,000 calories or 2,700 calories, and slowly went up. 200 calories didn't work. Another 200 calories didn't work. It all depends on your metabolism, how active you are, and your lifestyle, and that's what it depends on. So it depends on the person. Everyone's going to be different. And then when you're eating these macros, don't overeat, because last year I made a video around this time talking about the macros I was eating, and it was just stupid. I think I had 600 grams of carbs. I was absolutely insane to be eating that amount of carbs. I don't know how stupid it was, but I realized that because I started to get fat. I got puffy. Well, I didn't really say fat, but I was putting on a lot more fat than I should have been. So track your macros, and you will put on good quality size instead of that whole bulking and then going lean again, which I think is the most pointless thing out there. Number 4, it'd have to be comparing yourself to others. A lot of people, even myself included, compare ourselves to others that we see on Instagram, in the gym maybe, just anywhere and everywhere. Social media, it takes a toll on our brain because we're expected to be this perfect image. We want to be liked. So stop comparing yourself to others. I stopped doing that, and I feel so much better about my physique now, because you got to understand, the people that you're looking at are 9 out of 10 times unnatural, been taking steroids for a certain amount of years, and it's not healthy to compare yourself to them, because it'll put you into your mindset that, oh, this physique is pointless, I'm not doing good enough. I mean, it could also help you push you a little more, but you gotta understand you'll never be on that level if you're not taking steroids. So avoid comparing yourself to others. When you see someone else on Instagram, be like, oh yeah, that's a nice physique, but don't compare it to yourself, if you understand what I'm saying. So I follow a lot of fitness people out there, and I just like following their stuff to see what they post, because it's cool quality stuff. But when you look at them and then you look at yourself, you're like, wow, I feel small compared to them. And you are, because if you're natural like myself, you're not going to be at their size or anything. I mean, there could still be a lot of really good naturals out there, like Christian Guzman. I believe he's still natural, and he's a good quality size where one day you could be there 10 years, but it's not going to be right away. And then that leads me into my next point, is this takes time. This is not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen a month. It's not going to happen in 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. You're not going to be massive. You will start to notice gains if you're doing it properly. A month in, you'll probably start to notice a bit, because you'll get the newbie gains. And then for the first month to a year, you'll notice the most because of the newbie gains, and then you'll kind of fall off. Unless you stick to eating properly and training heavy, you will never fall off. So that's the thing. This takes time. You're not going to blow up. You're not going to be my size overnight. I've been 3 years working day in, day out, making sure I always eat properly, and that I'm training every day. I've missed a couple of days here and there. I'd probably say a good 20 over the 3 years, but they're all for either I was sick or I was on vacation or something and I was just busy. So I didn't purposely skip. And eating properly, it's something that I struggle with. Just eating the amount of food is what got to me. So you have to make sure you're eating enough. I was never eating enough when I first started, and even for now, I wasn't eating enough for the past 6 months. And I don't know why I wasn't eating enough, but I'm back to it now, and I'm going to keep eating a lot. And for number 2, we're going to talk about supplements. Supplements are good. I mean, they supplement something, so depends on what you have, but the only 2 I personally recommend that you take would be creatine and then EAAs. Those are the 2 that I found to work the best, where everything else you don't need. And then obviously protein powder. I do a protein shake after my workout. It's just a preference. You can eat a regular meal. I just prefer that protein shake. But taking supplements like creatine is very important for if you're trying to put on size. Creatine is one of the best things out there to help you put on size. And people don't realize that. Or some people do, but they're afraid to take it. But when you take creatine, you have to understand you have to be drinking enough water. So get yourself a gallon. I always have a gallon, as you see in my videos. I always carry that around. I always fill that up. And you got to make sure you're drinking at least a gallon of water a day. And then you're also pushing yourself in the gym. Every week when you're there, you need to be pushing yourself, adding 5 pounds, doing 2 extra reps or something like that. And the creatine will start to work really well. I'm going to start doing creatine again, and just to see how I do, and I'll show you guys my progress with it too, as long as you have to eat a lot, not a lot, but you have to eat in excess, so that way it will also help you put on size. And number 1, the most important thing I have learned is training with proper form. I've said this in I don't know how many of my videos, but I will keep telling you this over and over and over again. Training with proper form is the most important. I don't care how much weight you can do. I don't care that you can deadlift and arch your back like a cat and blow out a disc. No one cares about that. You look stupid. When I see someone doing bad form and they're purposely doing it for an ego, I laugh at them. But if you see someone and it's really bad, sometimes it'll help. There's a lot of new people in the gym that could always use a little help. And for my advice to find out if you're doing good form is look up videos. There's a lot of videos out there that'll show you the proper form. Like, I know bodybuilding.com. I watch some of those to learn proper form. And then Chris Bumstead, Ian Vier, those guys, they all do perfect form. Those 2 are definitely my top 2 for always doing perfect form. If you watch all their videos, it's just meticulous. Not a single time do they mess up, which is very important. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like I said, getting back into it. I'm trying to help you guys out. I want you guys to be right behind me. I want you guys to be bigger than me. I want to help people out and get the right advice out there, because there's a lot of people out there that put out bad advice, lie to their fans, make up BS to make money. So I'm not here for that. I want to be able to help you guys and watch you guys grow too. So if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like and comment down below what you thought of it, what you want to see. Then make sure you subscribe so you can keep up to date with all my videos. I'll see you guys next week.